Blog Talk Radio.
Live from the headquarters of the TIVOMIKE Solutions building. Get it? It's the TIVOMIKE Show. Sin is dumb, grace is king, and die to self has replaced YOLO as a real-life motto of choice. I'm your host, Michael TIVOMIKE Jefferson.
And I'm Entertainment Guru, Mike Warner. Thank you for joining us, Saints. We're so glad you're here.
So flippin' glad you're here. It is Thursday, which means, as my cousin Shababa Kwikwi always says, when it's Thursday, that means tomorrow is Friday. She is so wise. So wise. So today we're discussing must-see TV, Grey's Anatomy, how they're stepping up their game finally, and How to Get Away with Murder, how I'm going to be How to Get Away with Not Watching, and then what Chicago Med Fire.
I love it.
Fire. Fire.
Yes. Yes. See, when I think fire, maybe because I'm a little bit of a hood rat, I automatically go, let that burn.
Wow.
The roof.
When you said that,
the roof is on fire.
When he cut himself off, all the words were going in my head.
Yes.
Oh,
we don't
Lord.
need no water.
Yeah.
Let them.
First of all, we all need water. But anyway.
Yes.
That's silly, people. It's fire. You need water.
Yes.
People want to say, you gotta fight fire with fire. That's called a bigger fire. Never understood that flippin' nonsense. You fight fire with water.
It's called a bigger fire.
Gosh. Arsonist, you know? I guess an arsonist said that.
Yeah.
I'm fighting fire, you say, with fire. Anyway, so we're going to talk about our scripture of the day, our quote of the day, and what's on our TiVo tonight. Let's get started with our scripture of the day. That was my fault this time, guys.
1 Corinthians 15:33. Do not be deceived. Bad company ruins good morals.
Can you say the first part of that one more again?
Do not be deceived.
There it is, people. Because here's what they always say. They always think, well, if I, the good one, hang around with the bad ones, I'll help them be good ones. No, that's called deceived. It goes in one direction. It's bad always corrupts good. Good does not infect bad. I mean, just think of yourself. When you were bad, you had to, on purpose, on paper, before the day began, plan to be good. If you take your foot off the accelerator for 1 second, you are in bad land.
Yes.
You could be good for 20 years. You get up one day and just decide not to be good just by taking it easy. By 10 a.m., you've done 10 bad things. You're like, what the flip? Why the face? What happens is the natural bent, because we are in a fallen world, is sin. Sin is what then directs you to make the left instead of the right. It's why when you ask questions like, well, if you found... That's why people even ask the question. Because they go, if you found money on the ground, would you give it to the person? The only reason that's even a question is because sin is there.
Exactly. I almost did it. I know.
So what you want to understand is that goes that way. So bad company corrupts good morals. So you had to be good there. So don't be deceived into thinking you're going to be the only one. That's why all these movies, the SVUs, all of it, all these dumb shows. I say dumb shows in a sense. I'm not saying they're dumb. But these dumb storylines where the little girl who's from like Oklahoma or Beckerstead, Alabama, and she goes to the big city where there's all the sin culture, and she's innocently at the a whorehouse. Just because her friend took her there, and she just wants to not be stupid, and then gets raped and killed or something stupid. After she done snorted, just take a little snort yourself. All right. How come it's never the lady going to the whorehouse place with and they go, wait a minute, you don't want to? I don't want to snort. Snorting is bad, and I'm a good person. And they all throw away all their drugs. They go, oh my God.
That's true.
Why'd you bring this holy woman in this place? Never. Ever. I mean, Cosby is a good guy.
Yeah.
Put him in a room with a woman, he becomes a rapist.
Yeah.
Just saying. That's his kryptonite. He's like, I'm good. Is that a female? Click. All of a sudden, he's making tea. You gotta be careful. The bad will just show up. I'm just saying. So don't be deceived, people. That's how it works.
That's right.
So stay away from the bad. You ain't gonna change them. You barely change yourself.
That's right.
Come on now.
That's true.
Anyway, our quote of the day.
Avoid the friendship of those who constantly inquire and discuss the flaws of others.
Woo!
And it's an Arabic proverb.
Right? Go ahead, Arabics. I love that. They're always inquiring the flaws of others. You have to always. There was a quote that said something like, "Small people discuss people, big people discuss ideas." Mm. So if you're talking with a friend who just is always talking about a person,
yes,
no matter if it's whatever it is, that's a small-minded individual. See, when Mike and I talk, we talk about ideas.
Yes,
we bring up the people as examples. We don't care about Cosby. We'll never meet him. We're talking about rape theory and rape culture.
Yes.
That it's okay. If it was a reverse, that wouldn't have been the story. If there was a woman in Hollywood, black lady called the Cosby-ness show or something. I don't know if it was Huxtable, Claire. If it was Claire doing this to men. Man, after that second dude woke up, first of all, he would have been excited. You know, it's a little different with us. You know what I'm saying? We don't mind what y'all do.
We're a little perverse.
And as long as it's a good-looking woman.
Yeah.
Okay, it's got to be a good...
Felicia Rashad in the early days of the Cosby.
You're like, woo! You know what she did?
Hey, Claire Huxtable.
All the men be coming together. She gave me tea. Woo! She gave you tea?
Nah, she gave me the most tea.
She gave me some cocoa. Now. I mean, it's a little different. But if men were the attacked instead of the attackers, it would have been stopped earlier.
Oh yeah.
See, the thing is, once the second guy came out and said, I was raped by Felicia Rashad, this culture would kind of make fun of men who say they're raped by a woman. Yeah. But no one would have called him a liar.
No.
They would have made fun of him. They would have all believed it. A woman comes out, I don't really know. It's got to be 60 of them, and then we're still like, that's a lot of smoke, but I don't know.
And that's so scary. That's exactly what it was. There was a lot of smoke, and still no one wanted to air it.
Dude, that's the culture we have to fix.
Instead of going at the attacker now,
right.
Now they want to attack the credibility of the women who are crying out. I'm just like, hold on.
Which is so stupid. Because it ain't even about Cosby, Weinstein. Anybody else come out recently? Oh, Letterman, David Letterman.
Jason Prozab, I think his name was.
Oh, that's right. Yes. So, I mean, these are, it's a culture. And it's proof by the fact, well, we'll get ahead of ourselves, but
yes.
The point is, it's perverse, and it's got a switch. They always said if a man says no, that's the end of the conversation. If a woman says no, it's the beginning to a negotiation, and that is sad. So
that's
men,
scary.
Tell your daughters, take their word for it immediately. A daughter says, Daddy, I ate all my food, and you can see the bowl is still full. What you have to do in that moment is say, I believe you, sweetheart. And then when she goes to sit back and hide the bowl, you innocently walk up and go, what's this? Then she has to go, oh, yeah, I didn't. You're right. I had it right there. See, if you go out and say, see, I did believe you, now she has a complex. We give our kids complex by accident all the time. So if you always believe them, even though you kind of doubt, show them you believe them early. So they always will go, my word actually is valid. And so I don't have to worry about not being believed. So I'll keep things in. Because my daddy always believes me, even when I lied to him. And then when it would show up, he never even came at me and attacked me. He always questioned me. Well, what's this? You said you did your homework, so I'm confused what this is. And you let them say it. But the guys, the little kid boys, we don't care. We're going to call us the liars. We just figure out to lie better. Yeah. But the girls, we got to fix this culture.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah. You're right about that.
Anyway.
It's crazy.
You realize with the Cosby and Weinstein together, that's 120 girls. 2 men.
That came out.
Right. Right. And they don't, and they're so sad.
That's crazy.
So Thursday is must-see TV, Grey's Anatomy. Let me just say quickly, I got to get this out the way. Because Grey's Anatomy, they're finally doing good again. But they scared me.
It's the last season, so it doesn't matter.
Hopefully it's the last season. They kind of are bringing it up again, but because what makes the show good in the past were the stories of the actual patients and basically they rip from the headlines new medical procedures and infuse it in the shows, which made you learn, there's a cool thing, you can change your eye and make it a butt. You know, for people that shot their butt off in war or something. Who knew that could happen, you know? Yeah. So it's stuff like that. Then it became, for like 9 years after Yang left, just who's sleeping with who and whatever today.
It became General Hospital.
Thank you. I'm like, am I watching a freaking soap opera in the daytime? I don't eat bonbons. Not saying everybody eats bonbons. I'm saying if I was... But they had a character, you could tell, this is one thing I want to mention, then I'm leaving the show alone because I actually like the show, but you could tell Shonda Rhimes is growing as a writer, personally, because when writers grow personally in their lives, so do their material. Okay. So the early days of it was always the heroes of the show of Grey's Anatomy was always the people who picked themselves up by the bootstraps, had nothing to go with, and they made something. Like Christina Yang, she had all the things against her. She was a minority. She was this. People don't take her seriously. She's a woman. But she became a cardiothoracic surgeon. She was the best. She was the biggest. She was whatever. So then, now that Shonda's making money, making Skrilla, making cheddar, making that paper, So what happened is now she's rich. She's a rich black woman who's never had money before because most black women don't have money before. Okay? Unless you count, Wick. So what happens is she had all this money now. So now she's wealthier beyond dreams. She lives very modestly, so she's very quickly realized she can't spend her money on herself because she doesn't live big. So you could tell she threw this at her character. Jackson, the black guy who had that BET thing, we said white appropriation, got mad at Justin Timberlake. On Twitter.
I think it's his name.
Right? Jesse, isn't he mixed?
Yeah,
he's mixed.
Yeah. So I think it's Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, and he's on. Y'all will know him from the show. He's the Jackson.
All the girls think he's like gorgeous and blah blah.
Exactly, and all the guys say I want to be him. Whatever. Who cares? So he's a little too light for me. But it's okay. So the point is, on the show now, his white grandfather died, and it was a big dude, like a Gates kind of character. So they have to have this dinner. So he has the dinner with the girl. From the show, I can't remember. She was a black girl on the show. She's a cardiothoracic surgeon, and she's there with him at the dinner with the parents. So all of a sudden, they don't know why they're at this dinner. So the parents are in the thing arguing. Why are they arguing? She goes, "Don't worry, don't feel embarrassed. My parents used to argue out loud too. I understand it happens." So they go, "I don't understand the big deal." Well, I have to figure out how to tell him about his inheritance. Well, how are you going to do it with inheritance? He goes, "It's a little complicated." Well, how complicated? $250 million. So, but they show the camera in the living room going, "Wait, what?" So then they fast forward.
So you don't even know, and they're fighting about it.
I'm like, what? And they're at the dinner table, and sure enough, he's complaining. He's like, $250, I don't want it. I don't even want it. Give it away. This is ridiculous. $250, who needs whatever, all this stuff. And the black mom is telling him, boy, you don't know what it's like to be poor. It's a hard thing being rich, huh? You want to be so spoiled, you wouldn't give it away. So she was having this dialogue, which is what happens in the community. You could tell Shonda is now dealing with this money issue. Yeah. So very smartly, she has the woman, cardiothoracic surgeon, say, no, I kind of get it. And now she's poor. Like, how do you get it? She goes, because when I was 15, I graduated high school and went to college on a full ride, which sounds awesome, right? But I had no friends, couldn't relate to nobody, and I cried every day. So I get it. It's another problem having too much money, because even if you give it away, well, who gets it? Who doesn't get it? I understand. It's a nice problem to have, but I understand. And I was like, whoa.
Nice.
Shonda, I like that storyline. And it ain't about sex, finally. This is the TIVOMIKE Show, and this is a man who's watching Grey's Anatomy for now.
Can you feel it between us? is the most important and oldest festival of the Christian church, celebrating the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Easter is an exceptional day because it makes me recognize what Jesus did. The scriptures are fulfilled because Jesus was killed, and I reflect on him. Because of him, I am able to stand with God. Planned from the beginning, because God loves all his children. See, God never intended for me to die. Jesus gave me life. He set me free from my sin. Without him, I would have no salvation. I would have no eternal life. And you're probably like, Matt, I have no idea what that means. So let me explain the meaning. Over 2,000 years ago, Jesus, the Son of God, was arrested by religious men, went through an illegal trial before wicked men, betrayed and sentenced to death. Not for any crimes, not for anything he did. An innocent man who paid the price for all sin. God took my place on a Roman cross. For my sin, he was whipped. For my sin, brutally lashed with a lead tip. They struck him in the head with a stick. They stripped off his garments and put on crowns of thorns. They spit on him. In agony, without hostility, he did it to save humanity. He did it for me. Then he was crucified. His blood was everywhere as they dragged him through the mud, carrying his cross to the destination of his death. He was mocked and laughed at. For my sins, Jesus was tortured. 2 nails through his hands and 1 through his feet. The Romans raised him up as they hung him, and they threw dice by his feet, dividing his clothes underneath. Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. They said, if you're really king of the Jews, save yourself. They watched and scoffed him. They laughed and offered him a drink of sour wine. Then darkness fell across the sky. Light from the sun was gone. Then Jesus shouted, it is finished. And he released his spirit, and he died on a cross. And a Roman soldier shoved a spear in his chest just to make sure of his death. Not long after they put his body in the tomb, guards sealed it so no one can get through. 3 days later, the rock that sealed the tomb was moved. Jesus rose from the dead, the only man ever to defy death. He appeared to his disciples and said, anyone who believes in me will be saved. Anyone. Preach the good news. You now have my Holy Spirit with you. So if you believe in Jesus as your Savior, you will live forever.
Welcome back to the TIVOMIKE show here on Blog Talk Radio. So there's Grey's Anatomy. Go Grey's on the loose. Yes. Going back up. How to Get Away with Murder. We are kind of split. Yeah. I think it's going back down.
I've reached a portion. Well, it's not that I think it's going up. And you're right about the progression part, so I'll give you that. Because I wasn't. The thing is, I can deal with just Laurel. Right. The whole, oh my God, what happened to Wes? Oh my God, my dad killed Wes.
And
I can
dragging the black girl down in there.
But I can deal with it. You know why? Because Michaela's strong, and she's not letting it consume her. Well, from what we've seen so far, it hasn't consumed her.
Right.
But the future,
where's her character to go?
And that's my problem. So I don't want it to consume Michaela too much. I did like what we got with Connor.
What do we? Oh, the dad stuff.
The dad.
Did he leave the dad alone or something? He left his dad after his dad said, "You don't like this boy."
Yes, and he walked away from it.
Which was true? Is that what they're trying to say now? That's actually true?
No. It's not that they're saying it's true. It's just that the dad thinks that he knows his son, all because of the son knew at a young age that he was gay, and he had no problem saying it.
And he was all confident and Mr. whatever.
So now the thing the fathers forget is life goes on, and people change over time. So that confidence got him through high school, and he wasn't bullied or made to feel inadequate because he was gay.
Right.
But he also knows at some point he wants to be with someone who completes him, not someone he has to keep striving for.
Well, that's what I wanted the storyline to be, but here's why I'm probably not going to finish watching the season. Yeah. Because I think that is a great way for it to be, right? You change, you evolve, and all that. But this show, we know people don't change and evolve. So I think what's happening is that the dad was... I'm worried as soon as that scene happened, I said...
You worried the dad is really onto something?
Because he said he's trying to escape it. And remember, Connor, like white West woman, Laurel, can't get beyond... Wait, sorry, it's so long ago. I forgot who they killed. Who was killed in the first season?
The husband.
Okay, so big whoop. Okay, he was an abusive husband.
Didn't hang on at all either.
Pushed him over the thing. Wes did it, right?
Yeah.
And then they covered him up. He burned him up or whatever. And Frank did the dirty work. Or so I think. I forgot.
Yeah.
So they should forget. Okay, so Connor is still there. Like, oh my God, I didn't even do it. I just witnessed someone die who deserved to be dead, as we thought he did at the moment. And then it got covered up. And I'm still harboring that because this black teacher lady messed up my life. Yes, he's still whining about it. I got to get out of the law. It's not what I want anymore. Because you see, guys, we had this murder thing. We're this murder club. Okay, it's season 1. You're now in season 14. Get over it. The fans forgot who was killed in the first season.
Yeah, that's true.
And then the second season, you killed the girl who was busy with Wes anyway because she was messing up the stuff. So it's like every year, they go back to the first season all the time. And then when Wes was shot, thank God. No, when the dad was shot, when Rebecca talked to him, he was shot. So, oh, thank goodness. Now Wes will drop it. Well, he didn't drop it. He was like a dog with a bone. No, I don't mean a racist complex calling him a dog. If I was talking racist, I would have called him a chimpanzee or something. So I'm not being racist. But he's like a dog with a bone. He wouldn't let it go. And then they had to kill him. And now when I finally was... Remember, that was what I loved about the season. Oh, they killed him. It's gone. It's over. No, see, the ghost of Wes is haunting all these people. All of a sudden, they all love Wes. Connor, all of a sudden, was mad close to Wes because that one flashback scene where he was on the grass and said something nice to the gay guy, like, you're gay and that's cool. Oh, my God, he's my best friend. So now he's mad that he's dead. Laurel, who I didn't even know gave Wes two poops, is now, that was my life partner. I mean, even though the whole thing was me and dating Frank and meeting the family, we forgot about his family, my family. It was that black man, because once I went black, I couldn't go back, even though he's dead. So I have his / Frank's baby. It's a mixture of the Wes and the Frank, because the two sperms competed, and I have triplets, and one's going to die and get it. Oh, that's another show. So it was like, are you kidding me? I want them to move the F
I will say, hopefully, we finally find out what happened a month and a half in the future to get it over. I don't want them to drag out this baby thing. Kill the baby, do whatever you do with the baby. It's a liberal show. I know you're going to plan some Planned Parenthood thing.
Right.
Unplanned Parenthood.
Unplanned Parenthood.
So, just get it over with the liberal agenda part of that and get it done with.
And why even have this storyline that she's pregnant?
Who knows?
Why do it?
My issue with them is I don't want them to mess with Asher and Michaela's relationship. And I don't want them to mess with Michaela's career.
Thank you.
I'm loving with...
Because she's already started on the wrong foot.
And now she's getting on the right files. Great. Well, the thing I love is, I love how she's in the room and Annalise was like, oh, we're going to go with him at this. And she goes, no, you can't go with him at that. Because it doesn't make sense. And she literally laid it out. I'm like, damn, Annalise, how you forget that?
That's what I...
So I love that.
Another reminder. So here's the thing. I don't like, and this is why you know Shonda was not involved in this episode, because this was and I am the least racist person you know. I know I don't bring up color. This is how I know a white person wrote that episode.
Well, Peter Nolan is the guy who created the show.
And he's white, right?
So white guy,
So here's his perception of whiteness. Can't have too much black people in power. So let's do this. Let's have Michaela's character grow like she should and know her thing and have her comeuppance. But we're not going to have her attack some white male lawyer and prove herself. She only proved herself against some cocky, white, arrogant little dude who didn't know anything anyway.
Like she is.
So that's fine. That's not real black power. And now she has to grow her power by putting down another black power woman. So that has to be the dynamic. It's called No. It's called How to Get Away with Murder, starring Viola Davis. Her character get off the floor of life.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you have 30 years of an abusive husband, and you were fine with it. You had a crazy mom, you were fine with it. You had the same neighbors, same students, same stuff, you were fine with it. You had an affair, you were fine with it. And you had Bonnie working for you and the bastard Frank, you were fine with it. We pick up the show. Oh, my God, your life falls apart. You just now realized you lost your baby. You just now realized Wes was important to you. You just now realized you're an alcoholic. You just now realized your mom's weird. This heifer, no. You went through all that. You're stronger for it. You're bigger and badder. Go do your show.
Yes.
You're almost winning cases. Almost. By accident, you're tripping into it working. You have all this knowledge of the law. Like, you don't have the show to be good and to grow character-wise. It could just be, oh, wow, I found out Frank killed my baby. What would I do if I was together, accomplished with Frank? I would sit down and have a conversation and say, don't do that again. Because you're a good guy, everything else. You didn't kill me. You must be fine. You're a little like a bad dog. You're like a bad pit bull. I know it's not the dog's fault. It's the owner. So she, as the owner, takes over the control of the pit bull, puts him in pink, calm him down, and say, don't kill babies no more, Frank. And then you move on to the next season.
Yeah.
You're right. Because they won't do it, it's just so annoying.
Yeah. You're right. And it has its moments.
And now Connor's going to divorce the dude because the dad was right. The homo dad.
Well, they weren't married, so thank you. They didn't get married yet.
And what the flip was coming in naked? What that had to do with anything? Oh, I'm embarrassed. You're all gay. What the flip? So irritated. I love it.
I love it. I love seeing you like this with shows. It just makes me laugh. But so I will tell you guys, Chicago Fire, amazing episode, right?
Yeah.
We get Gabby Dawson. And she's in this amazing scene where she minding her own business, noticed some construction site is like half-assed.
Uh-oh.
Tries to tell the guy, you guys should stop working for a minute and get the people out of the way because you're working on a parking garage. It's not safe.
And that's fun. Is she a black woman?
Yeah, Spanish. The guy's like, girl, I don't care if you work for the fire department. Get out of the way. Yeah. So she went in and she starts clearing.
He doesn't believe the woman. Did we just say that? Go ahead.
Yep, he starts clearing people out of the garage. It collapses. He dies. That's what he gets for not listening to her.
Not believing the woman, the girl, and she's a Latino. Yeah. So what does she know?
So she even told him, I work for Chicago for the fire department. Right. He didn't want to hear it. So we go through this whole episode, and you're heartbroken because they're stuck.
Who's stuck?
Gabby, because she's off the clock, so no one really knows where she's at, what's going on.
Oh, she was caught up in that mess?
She went in the garage trying to clear people out of the garage, and then it collapsed.
What the flip? She knows it's bad. Why did she call?
Because she's off. It's that thing when you do a job and you're good at your job, so you stick to your job and you don't think about the outcome of the stuff around the job. So she automatically went into the whole, let me get some people, like at least get the few people in there out.
No, it's called you just saw the right person wrote that script. The one smart Latino, we got to almost kill her. Well, no, almost.
We knew we weren't going to kill her. We knew it. I mean, if you watch the show,
let's just punch her around a bit. Let's slap her around.
Yeah.
What's with these shows?
They got to make you hate it sometimes.
Well, it's working. Thank you, Hollywood.
Suck the life right out of my veins when you spoke my name. Got the kind of thing going that tips the scales. Yeah, you keep me sane. I'll be the cloud for your disguise. We'll flutter by like butterflies.
If you love TV,
$405 and Libby.
If you love Jesus, we're going to love TIVOMIKE. The TIVOMIKE Show is a daily internet radio show that features the best of popular culture with a Christian point of view. TIVOMIKE teaches you about Jesus and popular TV shows with the entertainment guru, Mike Warner. From The Walking Dead to The Big Bang Theory, you'll experience entertainment that fills your spirit. The TIVOMIKE Show airs weekdays at 2 p.m. Eastern on Blog Talk Radio. Or subscribe on iTunes or Google Play. Learn more at TiVoMike.com. That's TiVoMike.com.
Oh, welcome back. So, like we said briefly, Dawson goes in, and what it was is this was Dawson's episode to shine.
Yes.
And I love how they did it. They gave her all the right tools. They gave her the right dynamic of people stuck inside of this parking structure while they saved her life.